your broadcast highlighted?
Yeah, bro.
3, 2, 1.
And we are live.
We are live.
10 o'clock on the dot.
We got
I gotta pull up my phone.
True Flight Gaming.
Yeah, bro. We're all here.
Let me see if I can hear him through my my phone.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Oh no way, we got it going.
We got it going now.
Oh my god.
It's
Figured
real.
his mic out.
It's only
Guys,
like
come
his
on.
5th time here.
That's a milestone for you, bro.
Come on.
For real.
For real.
No, dude. Dude will always be like he'll have both of our voices on his channel.
Yeah.
But on our channel it's just us talking. And we're like, hey True Flight, what do you think about this? And it's like silenced for like a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
I went live with him the other day, and for 45 minutes I was talking to myself, bro. Like,
No.
Really?
Bro.
Oh, was that
brutal.
when my headset was broke?
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm just having a conversation, bro. People's popping in the live and shit. I'm like talking to myself.
Bro, I might have had to unsubscribe after that, dog. Having me look bad. I'm talking to myself for 45 minutes. Wow.
This dude's talking to himself, boy.
Man, I was talking to myself on my live stream when I was doing the state of play, dude. I was watching, giving my first reactions.
Yeah, what y'all think about that state of play?
Dude, I really liked it. Like, it was so, like, to the point, and it was like, it was checking the boxes for everything I wanted to see, dude.
What do you think about
So,
the rope?
Dude, don't get me started on the rope. You already know how I feel about that. Like, Uncharted 4's rope mechanic was, like, corny and, like, arcadey, right? But, like, the way they implemented it in this game, like, it seems like it's gonna work, and it's gonna be smart, and it's gonna add and not subtract, you feel me?
Right. So you think it's just going to be how do you think we get into the rope? Like, is it going to be like just hit R1? You got to hit your D-pad. Like, how do you think?
It's definitely, it's going to be in your, like, D-pad where you select something. And it's probably going to be, like, attached to your hip or something like that. I mean, I don't know if you're always going to have it on you, but I feel like you might be able to grapple to locations or, you know.
Hey guys, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's
Welcome,
going to
everyone.
be that's going to be crazy, dude.
Yeah, I definitely like the way they did that. Like, a way of getting down to places. And right when they were talking about the rope, they were also talking about how, you know, you can either face the enemies in front of you, or you can find a way to sneak around them.
Right. Well,
Like, I like how they brought that up.
I'm going head first, boy. I
Oh,
ain't
we know
sneaking
that.
around nothing, dog. I'm going factions on them boys. I like to play aggressive.
Man, I hope we see a lot of the boat.
Yeah, I was talking to True Flight about something that I heard on the game on the last state of play, that going in different directions could open up different narratives.
Yeah.
So, do you think?
It's gonna be I think it might be a different game every time.
That's what I was about to say, because listen, he used the word narrative. So, would you take that as side missions, or like opening up different?
No.
Like
narrative means like there's different paths that you can go down. They might eventually all lead to the same conclusion, but there's different ways of getting there.
So that means you could play this game at least 3 times, because if you go straight, left, or right, you could play this game at least 3 times and probably see things you haven't, come across different cut scenes and stuff like that, huh?
Yeah, it's like 3 times minimum, dude. Like, even if you might play it 3 times, but there's still going to be cutscenes you're going to miss out on because you're not doing certain things. You know what I mean?
I mean, you already know I'm gonna play about 1,000 times, bro.
Right. I know that's right.
Gotta find them treasures, boy. Gotta find them trophies.
Right. Trophy hunting. What do you think about the game?
Cool.
The game is actually going to be one of the biggest Sony exclusive game sizes ever. So, like, it's going to be like over 100 gigabytes in size. This game. I thought that speaks for itself, dude.
Yeah, this game's gonna be massive, man.
Like, it's going to be a big game, and that's 100 gigabytes before there's any, like, you know, first day patches or there's going to be any, like, add-ons for multiplayer DLC or purchasable content, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I can't wait. Well, we got like 17, 18 days now? Or tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the first, so it's 20 days.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy, man.
20 days, dude. We would have actually got this yesterday if it didn't delay. May 29th was the last. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close, guys.
Yeah, dude, very close, dude. I'm about to.
The tension is yeah, definitely. I cannot wait.
Gonna be brutal, boy. Gonna be pacing up and down, smoking some. I gotta get me a case of carton.
Dude, I haven't even checked. This carton of cigarettes. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
So are y'all gonna go straight live stream when you on the first playthrough?
I am.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
June 19th is a Friday. I happen to be off from work on Thursday, so I'm going to be playing all the way up into the morning, man.
Going crazy, huh?
I mean, I may be working, depending if it's a Thursday. If it's a Thursday or Friday, I definitely will
Thursday is
be working.
the 18th.
Bro, what are you talking about? You
right at 12 a.m. I'm going to be playing that, boy.
Boy, you
I'll
better
be back.
tell your boss
I'll be back.
Grandma died, bro.
I'll be back by... Unfortunately, I won't be back till like, I don't know, like 20 minutes past 12-ish.
I know I'm gonna milk the heck out of this game.
Looking at my new schedule, it looks like I finish around about 12, so it'll be about 20 past or just after that. So in your time, it'll probably... It'll be... For me, it'll be about 12-ish. But for you guys, it'll probably only be close to like 7 or 8 or 9. So you guys will be alright.
You'll get to play it like a few hours earlier before we will, huh?
I mean, I'll be able to set it up. I'll wait for you guys so we can kind of do something together. That'll be good.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this before, but I still keep thinking on it. I'm like, what is the best way to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
What is the best way to be creating like interactive like content that, you know, everyone's going to be flooding the Google Trends with and like everyone's going to be searching for, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We got some good games coming out, man, after this Last of Us 2 release too. There's going to be plenty of games.
Yeah, but I'm not focused on that right now, boy. You know, all my focus is right here.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Like, are you serious? Like, my whole channel is based around. This is my channel, man.
Last of it, as far as I'm concerned, it's the only game, bro.
This is the only game. You know, I would definitely branch out in the future, but I really was, you know, focused on building some type of content on this channel around this game up until Last of Us 2. Did I think I was gonna have to wait this long? No, I thought I was gonna have this game 5 months ago when it was originally supposed to come out. But you know, we work with what we got. So yeah, man.
There'll be a lot you'll be able to do. Trophy hunts and, you know, exploration, exploring these maps.
I'm using that trolling motor, bro. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, go fishing.
It's gonna be like real life. Imagine if you can do side stuff like that where you can catch fish or.
Yeah, I mean that's very likable. I mean, some of the games that I've played have implemented a lot of side games, like you got Yakuza or like Final Fantasy or things like that. Like you got fishing, bowling, things like that. So
Yeah,
it's not far from the
go
truth.
fishing in that Red Dead, in that new one, you go fishing.
Yeah, I mean definitely Red Dead and things like that. That are recent games are kind of pushing the boundaries. I mean, it's looking really good for the future of gaming.
Yeah, I like how they did the legendary fish hunts. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about fishing. Like, I hope there's no like rush in the game where you feel like you're under the gun to always be like progressing through. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
If you want to, take your time and like explore everything, you have the allotted amount of time to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was trying to think how, like in this one, like this area that I'm in now, cutting through to the wharf, like you can walk around and explore. So maybe there will be some parts where you can. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to do some exploring, bro.
Yo, what do you guys think about that meme where I keep seeing it on the Quarterings channel? He always puts it in the thumbnail. It says, "The last ma'am."
You know what I think about that? Listen,
Bro, that has me laughing so hard, bro.
listen, bro. Everybody, when the first trailer come out and it showed that chick hanging from the tree, everybody thought that was Ellie's mom. Everybody freaking loved that chick, bro. All of a sudden, something happens with her and Joel, and now everybody just hates her, bro. When they thought that was Ellie's mom, they fucking loved her. Now, you know what I mean?
You know what they're hinting at? Yeah. The last mam's taking over, dog.
Oh God, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I like the idea of new characters, but I mean it's all about Joel and Ellie right now.
Exactly.
Dude, when I'm pretty sure it was in the State of Play release when they were breaking everything down. You see Haley Gross? I think I started like booing, bro. Ooh. I was like, why did we have to break what wasn't broken, bro? Like, why couldn't we just stay with our original writers? Like, let's see something through. You know what I mean?
You
start with one.
Yeah, didn't they get rid of her?
You start with one vision, and then you end up in a completely different place because, complications.
I wonder how different it would have been if it did have the original writers.
Right.
It definitely would have been closer to what we were all visioning in at the beginning. Definitely think it would have been closer to what we've already kind of been talking about in the last couple of podcasts.
I mean, if what they say happens does happen, as long as it's a good ass story, as long as it makes sense, and we won't know until we play it, I'm fine with that, dude. I don't care. I just want to play a game, bro. Just want to play a good game, dude.
Well, you're gonna play a good game, okay? Like the mechanics are great, everything's smooth, everything looks beautiful.
Yeah, but
I know that
I want the story to be raw too, bro.
Listen, I know that is a precursor, dude, but I really need something like the story where I can get sucked into it, man. Because a lot of people use the games as an escape, bro. You're trying to go to another world.
Exactly.
if the story ain't clicking for me, bro, I can't. You know, it's gonna be a disconnect.
Do you really think Naughty Dog is gonna? I mean, do you really think this story is gonna be garbage, though, bro? I mean, we talking about Naughty Dog, bro.
You say that every time, bro, but I'm talking about the last ma'am, dog.
Every time you say that.
But, hey, it wasn't the last man when everybody thought it was Ellie's mom, though, bro.
True fight, help me out here, bro.
Was Ellie's mom. Everybody loved her. Oh, look at her muscles, man. She's ripped, bro. Like, oh,
I am torn between both of you right now. It's like I'm the neutral
True
party
fight. Put him in his place, man. He's a Naughty Dog D rider, dog.
Oh my god. What have I got myself into? This is like a tug of war right now.
Did anybody not like when people thought that was Ellie's mom, dog? Everybody loved her. True or false?
I mean,
True.
I knew and kind of thought she was closer to being Ellie's mom.
I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would have thought that when we know she's dead.
Because of the whole time jump thing. People thought maybe that was her going
But
back
like,
to
it's literally. We've talked about this before, but it's literally confirmed dead in the game. Like, Marlene is not going to talk to herself until.
Listen, before she died, that's what they were thinking. Like that was going to tell her story.
Oh my god, this is why I hate time jumps, dude. It's like, oh, let's go back and play a memory. Ooh,
I'm not a
all
big
out
fan
of
of
nowhere.
time jumps either, bro.
I don't know. Some of them in the past have been pretty decent, but if you kind of overstay and kind of do too much, like when you go back to it or when you do a new part to it, sometimes it gets a little confusing.
That's why I really didn't. I mean, I like Left Behind. Don't get me wrong. I was, but like as soon as I'd get into it, like when you jump down on the snow, like I feel like I'm about to go kill some clickers or something, and then boom, it takes me back to going and riding a carousel or something. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm about to go to war. Now I'm riding a fucking carousel. Come on, dog.
Yo, we got legit plays in the chat, bro. He says you sound like Tommy. You got Tommy's voice actor, dude.
Definitely.
Hey, I could be what's his name? Breakthrough Gaming. Can I take a picture with you, bro?
Yeah, put it near the beginning.
Can I hug you and get you to shout me out?
I bring you the curve for mankind. You gonna play the pissy little brother.
When does the game come out? One of the supporters.
Legit plays. I ain't taking that.
What's the correct date, guys? For when? What's the
June 19th, dude.
June 19th. There you go.
You don't know when this comes out, man.
I knew it come out soon, but I have so many dates and information going on right now that I forgot the original date. Because they moved it, didn't they? They kept changing the date.
Legit plays.
Yeah,
you didn't sub to my channel, bro.
It's June. Wow.
Right, yeah.
That is not needed at all.
That is brutal, bro.
Ouch.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to get over 515. If you sub, everybody will jump in the Last of Us 2.
Yo.
Everybody listening, Thelastspray is doing a giveaway.
No. No giveaways here, man.
He's giving away the PS5.
Yo, yeah, I'm gonna just start crying about Last of Us 2 and record myself, and then when people make fun of me, get mad at them.
Oh my god!
Dare make fun of me crying at this game, bro. This game's about to be the last sir. Okay, you say yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice, yes, sir. Now.
Yes, sir.
He was crying because he thought he was gonna get a review copy, boy.
Yeah, bro. All I have to do is hug the voice actor of Joel, bro. I've given out all the review copies.
We got Tommy. We got the voice
grown
actor.
man ain't got no business. Listen, I ain't cried since the day I was born, bro. Grown man, that's right. I ain't cried the day I was born. I cried a little bit.
Yo, have y'all checked out how many views that video has?
Dude, not only does that video have a lot, but anybody that reported on that cat crying has a lot.
Right.
A grown man ain't got no business crying about no video game, bro.
Well,
grown man ain't got no business crying, period.
you know, he definitely got what he was looking for out of that video, because it's his most popular video ever with 42,000 views.
Like no water, like he wasn't having no water coming out of his mouth.
Right, he was rubbing his eyes a lot, bro. He was probably like rubbing like jalapeno juice in his eyes, bro.
Close, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get this in HD, boy.
You got to.
Whatever you got to do.
Whatever works, right? Get the subs up, get the views up.
I might cry before the end of this shit. So,
You start crying on live cam. We're gonna get you a live cam so you can do live reactions while you play the game.
When I hit 550, boys, I'll cry.
He's gonna cry at 550.
All right, you hear that? Everyone go subscribe to Day.
I don't know how I'm gonna cry. I ain't cried since the day I was born, but I'll figure it out.
Christ.
Wow. We're learning it tonight. We got to learn it.
Ooh, that throat punch. Let's
Oh.
go. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that heavy hitting Joe, though.
Yo, True Flight, have you noticed the bow's like sight in like
Yes.
The Last of Us Part 2?
Oh,
What do you
one
have
of
an
my
opinion on
favorite
that,
weapons is the bow and the rifle. I really like sniping games, so I really like using the sniper rifle or anything with a scope. I really like scopes. Any game that I've played, you'll see a lot of scoping and sniping in it.
Do you think that like it kind of looks like a crossbow type like analog, like an aim? You know what I'm getting at?
It could be.
Where in like The Last of Us Part 1, you know, you're drawing your bow back, you're lining up the shot, you see the line and you see where the arrow's going, but in the gameplay of so far we've seen with this new bow, you have like this triangle, and there doesn't seem to be any like pulling back of the arrow where you can line up your shot. It gives you the trajectory. What do you think about that? I guess personally, I don't like it. I think that sight looks a lot.
Try it out.
It looks a lot like a crossbow sight. You know.
I mean, I haven't really met a game where I've kind of been too kind of angry at the way they made like the weapons and how to shoot and things like that. But The Last of Us, the first one, wasn't that hard to get used to the controls, so I couldn't see it being too much harder than the original. So it looks 10 times better though, definitely.
Yeah.
I did see an interview with Man Bun where he said that if after playing The Last of Us 2, if you go back and play The Last of Us 1, your controller is going to feel a lot different with the buttons.
Well, the game's completely it's almost a decade old, dude. You gotta think about it. It was made for the last generation consoles.
Because I think like the circle is going to be the dodge button.
Circle is the dodge button.
I think so.
What about they're always talking about, oh, you're gonna have to run away. You're gonna have to run away. You're gonna have to push out.
Saying you can run away in case of fights. I think it's so that you can kind of you have several options so that you can do a certain kind of play style, so that you can gather materials maybe, and then you can come back and fight when you're like healed up.
Maybe.
So if you haven't got enough like ammo, or if you run out of something, then you can then go and find some more materials and some more like ammo for your weapons, and then create some like upgrades and stuff, and maybe come back and then to that area and do what you gotta do to get past it.
Right. See, that's the thing, like, we really don't know yet how open world the game's gonna be.
I really do hope it
be...
will be a lot bigger and similar to some of the big kind of RPGs or open world games that have been out recently, because they look amazing.
What I'm sensing is it's not really going to be so chronological like we were in part 1, where it's like, all right, there's a chapter. Once you get to that chapter, you have the cutscene, and after that cutscene, there's no turning back.
Yeah, like
I'm thinking, we might have a little more leeway there, where it's not so structured. I mean, I don't think it's going to be, all right, you get to like a chapter 3, say a chapter 3, and you can go all the way back to chapter 1. I don't think it might be like that, but I'm thinking we might be able to retrace a little bit, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, because they did say,
Go back and have the boss fights if you want. You can replay them.
Right. Oh, what do you guys think about that new booger zombie?
Oh, yeah, there's even one that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, that looks a little bit tougher than... Yeah, they were saying there's an even bigger one.
Is that like right before a bloater?
Yeah, it's like a bloater but harder, but it's like a small version of the big one.
That thing looks gnarly, dude. It's like arms are like different lengths, you know what I mean? That thing looks insane.
So what is it, kind of just like a gassy bloater?
Yeah, it's like a smaller version, but it's got more armor.
And it seemed quicker.
Yeah, and didn't they say that some of the clickers in that, they're faster than the original, and they can kind of see in the dark a little bit more, I think. I don't know exactly the details, but from what I heard, it's gonna be a lot more fast paced with every single kind of aspect, and you kind of be on your toes. I think in that sense, I think that's good that we can run away, because there's gonna be places where we can pretty much get to a point where we're gonna die. Is there anything else you guys want to touch up on?
What do you think, Ende?
What y'all think about the end of the trailer with that Nora chick?
I didn't see that coming.
I already told Spray who I think that is. I think she's one of those chicks one of the people holding Ellie down in the basement, bro.
Yo, that makes sense.
Because if you watch the trailer, you can see like a dark hand. It's like the same skin tone colors as that chick. And the reason I don't think Ellie goes ahead and blows her away, I think maybe she might have did something like helped her, or I think she did something kind for her. You know what I mean? Like something happened where she didn't just want to straight up kill her.
Yo, one of the most standout parts for me out of that whole like release, state of play, was what was it? Ellie was she was coming up behind this chick, and she was like an Asian chick, and she was playing like it was like a Game Boy or something. And dude, I thought she was just gonna like interrogate her or something like that. She just goes straight for the knife right to the jugular, dude.
Bro, did you see the intensity and the stiffness on her face when she was asking her, like, her lip? Like, she was barely, I don't know, dude. Like, the detail on her face was insane, dude. You could just see this certain type of energy that she wasn't messing around, dude. Oh yeah, that chick went for her. That's when she stabbed her in her neck. She put her knife up. She's like, that was dumb. What y'all think about when she was crawling through the ductwork and they were listening to Ice Cube? Today was a good day.
Dude, I was like, they got music like that
Ice
in this
Cube
game?
around in The Last of Us, bro. I wonder what happened to him, dog. He's a clicker somewhere.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I was like, is that coming from someone in my chat? I was looking around for that because I was watching it live and it was live streaming it. I was like, do I have some music on Pandora playing in the background or something? I was like, there's no way this song's coming out of this trailer. I didn't see that coming.
That was Ice Cube. Today was a good day. Dude, that game, that got me so hyped to play, especially at the beginning when Joel was like, I was just supposed to take her and drop her off. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, I'm ready to play this game, bro. But we'll see what happens.
That's all we can do.
It's all about the weight now.
I thought, I like, her face expression was really intense, dude, when she was interrogating that chick, bro. I don't know if y'all caught that.
Yeah, that went sideways really quick. I didn't see that coming.
Did you see the way she stepped back and then stabbed her in the neck, dude?
Yeah. I was thinking she was going to pick up that little Game Boy afterwards. Maybe we'd be collecting it, or we'd be able to play it. I thought that was going to happen, dude.
Might be a collectible. I wonder what the collectibles are going to be.
Like, I thought we might be able to play the game on there or something.
I don't think they're going to be comic books anymore. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something. Yeah, but I was wondering why she didn't just straight up gas that Nora chick, bro. And then I went back and started looking at some old gameplay. I was like, who is this chick, bro? And then I noticed that skin color.
Did you say she was from Left Behind?
No, I don't think that's definitely not Riley. I mean, that was my first thought. I wasn't clear. I was like, wait, I was like, oh no, that's Nora. That's the Nora chick. That's who she was talking about. But I definitely think she was holding Ellie down in the basement. But I like to know why she didn't go ahead and kill her. I wonder if she helped her, if she did something for her. Like, you remember me? Yeah, do you remember me?
Dude, I was hoping we'd see something out of Joel, dude. Didn't see nothing.
Do you think we're going to get to play as Joel at all?
I was hoping.
I'm not really sure on that one. It definitely looks like he might get to,
at
but
this point.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's definitely just Ellie and Abby so far, and maybe one or two others. I think it's gonna be like a blip of playing with him, if any.
Bro, did y'all see the way Jesse was hacking away at that clicker, bro, and that headshot he had on that WLF dude? Jesse came through with that machete, bro, just hacking.
I didn't catch that.
Like your little traveling buddy companion. Looks like they're gonna be putting in some real work, bro. Not getting in the way like Bill. Got a shotgun, ain't even doing no damage. Yeah, when she was fighting that that clicker or whatever, that stalker or whatever it was, that dude just come out of the woodwork with that machete, dog, and was putting in work with that thing, boy.
Another really good thing is, I think we were talking about it earlier, and Day, was the dodging and the system, how they've implemented all these new things. It's just insane.
Yeah, see, I was kind of thinking some of that stuff may have been downgraded.
A little
But
bit.
it looks like it's not. And I hope that when you get in gunfights and stuff, they're not going to be all spongy like Days Gone. Oh my god, dude. That's so annoying. You got to shoot them like 20 times, dude.
It won't be like that.
I hope not.
I think it's gonna be super realistic.
Yeah,
that's one thing I did notice, though. That makes me think of it. And when they're talking about sometimes you gotta run away, there's a part in the trailer where Ellie's like running while being shot at, and she vaults this fence. She jumps over it real quick, and you can hear like a dog like right behind her and some WF guy or whatever. And then she like dives into the grass. You know what I'm talking about.
Did you see on
that
the
seems like she got shot a few times or something.
Yeah. Well, also there's the R1 button. If you get shot with an arrow, you have to actually pull the arrow out.
Yeah, that looked really good.
But something else that looks tight is in the first gameplay, first gameplay that we've seen, she was running, and while running, she grabbed the bottle and could throw the bottle while she was running.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they changed.
Instead of having to stop.
It's like all the little things have just become one big thing, you know?
Right.
Like, it's so intuitive now.
It's more fluid, like, and this one, it was like only a one step, or like a step process.
Yeah.
You had to grab the bottle and then bring it up. On this one, it's like you can grab it on the fly and just chuck it.
Yeah. It's more like what you could do in real life if you were in this situation.
Real life, boys. That's what we're looking at here, boys. Real life. Guess the biggest thing is going to be to see how this story pans out.
It's definitely going to be a big event when it finally does all come out, and everyone's kind of finally got their hands on it, and then especially when they finish the game, it's going to be a big moment for a long time.
Right. I wonder if you're going to be able to go through like a majority of the doors and stuff. Like, is it going to be every window that you can get to that you can bust out?
Yeah.
Like, and how insane, how hard is it going to be to platinum this game? Like, with it being so open, scouting down all these.
That's true, because you have the feature where you can bust the windows in. Like,
and then they said you can't fully upgrade her. I'm pretty sure I heard that you're not going to be able to fully upgrade.
Well, isn't it like that in part 1? I mean, you can't get all the supplies to buy everything, all the parts. In part, you can get all the parts to buy everything.
I think so. I know you can get all the like all the upgrades for your throwables. Finding the book.
No, I'm not talking about that. Can you get all the parts necessary to upgrade every single gun to max?
I'm not too sure about that one, because they said when you find the equipment or the necessary parts, you could only upgrade the things that you would to your unique playstyle.
So in other words, if you start upgrading her stealth, you'll have to kind of go with that. You won't be able to go aggressive. I'm not
Yeah, so you're
understanding.
definitely gonna have to plan out the runs you do on the game.
It's just hard for me to play stealth, man.
I like stealth.
See, I like the action. I like just going at them.
Are you going at him with the bow, or what are you going at him with?
If I had like, let's say if it's stealth with a silencer or a bow, I'm taking the silencer, dude. I don't like. I ain't a big bow boy, bro. You know that. I ain't a bow boy, bro.
Right. Well, what like a silenced like semi-auto or a silenced pistol?
I seen she had a silenced pistol.
Right.
Oh, did you see the scope? The scope? What do you think about the scope? It looked totally different. It almost looked like.
I didn't see it.
I'm trying to think of a scope that it didn't. It looked like maybe like a. There was a game I played a while back and it had that circled up. There's like the scope looked clean. You know what I mean? It didn't. It looked smaller than the other game. I seen she looked through the scope one time. It looks super clean. But boys,
How'd you like?
Wrap this up, or
One last thing before we wrap it up.
I got time. It's up to you guys.
How you like seeing that? It was like a impact smoke grenade. You see that?
Oh yeah. It went off
like right on impact. Yeah.
Yeah. That looked pretty.
It was like a tactical smoke or something.
Right.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Did you notice also too when she was getting ready to go through that door that like on this one, if you hit the door, you're pretty much in the animation in like you can't be hit. But on that one, when she was opening the door, she got fired on, and it actually showed like pieces of the door, smoke, like fragments of the door. In other words, opening the door is not you're not going to be just be able to go through it and be safe. He had that whoever was playing actually had to let go. And that also reminded me of the other gameplay footage where she was crafting, and dude grabbed her off the crafting table.
Huh.
So I don't think there's anywhere where there's going to be a safe spot. Like,
yeah, I definitely saw them kind of attacking Ellie as she was trying to craft things, because she was doing it on the go as well, kind of like you could in the first one, but in this one it seemed like a lot of the time you were either in a fight or you were coming from a fight and you needed to upgrade something.
yeah, like I wonder how the healing, like is it going to be the bandage again? And I've been curious about like in game when you die, like you know the bloater rips Joel's jaw open. And this one, like I'm wondering how.
It's going to be definitely different and a lot more graphical. I can see it coming already. I know it's going to be insane. Everything about it looks amazing.
Yeah. We already know the gameplay is going to be there, bro. I just hope this story pans out.
But that's great, guys. That is a wrap.
That's a wrap.
It's been great having you guys together.
Well, yeah, we came out swinging with this one too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I had fun.
Right, thanks for coming, guys.
We need to do this again before the game comes out, and maybe the day of.
The
night of.
I think we could work that. Yeah, like the night of, like the 18th, like right before things go live, dude.
Yeah.
Are we going to play together that night, Spray? Are we going to stream together?
Are you?
Or you
Dude,
go at it alone,
what are you talking about, dude? We need to be going at it like before the thing comes out, and right as the thing comes out, we need to be live. Like,
And the party together, experiencing, going at it together, bro.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other way, bro. I don't know. Because, like, I want to be bouncing stuff off you right as it's happening, but I don't know.
I don't want to talk to nobody, though, bro. When I'm playing, boy, I might want to be zoned in. Boy, be asking no questions, dog.
I know you're going to be, you're going to be getting your... You're going to have your machete.
This is where I'm stuck, dude. I don't know how to approach it. I don't know how to approach the game. Like, you know, should I stream the game all at once? You're an hour ahead of me, though, bro. Yeah.
So, I mean, how does that work? You get it in, an hour before? Yeah, how does that work?
Does that mean I'll get the game an hour before you?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
In True Flight's like 4 or 5 hours.
Tune into the next podcast to figure out
the time. You finally figure out the time and the schedule.
If you get in an hour before, bro, I'm not going to be in the stream, bro. I don't want to be spoiled on the beginning of the game, bro.
Dude, there's no way they're going to do that, because if it was like that, then that would mean Japan would get it like 12 hours before us, and then they would have...
So maybe they have a different release. I mean, like, how does that work? I don't know how that works, dog.
It's going to be like staggered for each time zone. I don't know exactly how it works, but
it'll be roughly the same kind of time that we're allowed to play it.
Yeah.
Within the same time frame.
It actually downloads.
It'll be different time. Listen, it'll be different times in everyone's time zone, but it'll be all at the same time. So it might be night some places, it might be early morning some places, it might be mid-afternoon. But it's all good, it's going to go live. It's like, let's flip the switch, you know.
True Fight, did you say, did you pre-order or you got a hard copy coming?
I pre-ordered it for a hard copy, but the stores aren't open right now, so I'm going to have to download it. Once I've downloaded it, hopefully... Like, the last couple of games that I've had to download have been pretty decent. I've got it straight away, been able to play it pretty much on the dot, on 12 o'clock.
Right. So it's going to actually it's going to be in our apps on the 11th.
It's just going to sit there.
Right. It's going to sit there. Make it even worse, bro.
That is worse.
I need a hacker. Hack me on in, bro.
I think we'll be able to wait.
Yeah, I waited this long.
We waited long enough.
Couple days, bro. That last hour, bro, is going to be brutal, boy.
I don't know. I mean, I might be at work, so I might not about that.
Be at work on a day that's a holiday, bro.
I'm gonna call up to work, tell them I got a religious exemption, dog.
Exactly.
Tell them I can't be there, dog.
At least it comes out on a Friday. Most people are off on the weekends.
We're gonna be getting a lot of foot traffic on the channels. We keep up with some content in Last of Us, dude. The closer we get, the more views the videos are going to be doing.
Right. Maybe I'll eventually break 515.
We got to get everyone together. We're going to put you a link in the description, man. I'll link you, right? Don't worry.
Need some charity subs. Get over 515.
if legit plays whatever, sub to you, bro. You might get over 515.
Right, this was fun, guys.
Tommy, bro. Yeah, we can wrap it up, boys. This has been good, man. Been really good.
Alright, we'll hit it up. Day or two.
Hit up that.
Next time we can all figure out our schedules. Alright, boys.
Sweet.
Thanks for coming, everyone, and have a good Sweet.
Alright.
Night.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.